So if you're watching this video, it probably means you've seen all the headlines. AI is transforming everything. ChatGPT writes emails faster than ever, and it's gotten 40% better at understanding context and nuance just in the past year alone. AI creates logos in seconds, chatbots handle customer service 24/7, and if you're like most smart business owners, you're already using these tools to be more efficient. But here's what I'm seeing happen. While AI makes everyone more efficient, it's also making everyone sound exactly the same. When every business is using the same AI tools for their emails or social media, their customer service, how do you stand out? Well, here's the thing. The smartest business owners I know aren't choosing between AI and human touch. They're using AI to handle the routine stuff so they can add strategic human touch points throughout their business, and it's making them more money than ever before. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 6 strategies I've seen work for businesses across every industry, from a restaurant that used a $2 hot dog, yes, a $2 hot dog as one example of what led them to becoming the #1 restaurant in the world, to service businesses that are charging premium prices while their AI using competitors race to the bottom. By the end of this video, you'll also have a complete roadmap for strategically adding human elements to your business that make you more profitable and completely AI proof. But first, we need to talk about what most people get completely wrong about this whole AI situation. Here's what I want you to understand. AI is incredibly good at efficiency, processing information, following patterns, executing tasks, and you should, let me repeat, you should absolutely be using it for those things. I use AI tools every single day in my business, and I suggest to my team that they need to be using it too. But here's where most business owners are making a huge mistake. They're using AI for everything, including the parts of their business where human connection creates the most value. They're automating their sales outreach, their client communication, their follow-up processes. And you know what happens after that? They become indistinguishable from every other business using the same tools. Let me give you a perfect example. I was talking to a local plumbing company owner last week who was using AI for all his customer communication. He had automated appointment confirmations that were perfectly written and sent immediately. But he was losing customers to competitors who charged more than he did. Why was this the case? Because while his communication was efficient, it felt very generic. But then he made one simple change. Instead of just sending automated confirmations and reminders, he started having someone from his team call each customer the day before their appointment. Not a robocall, a real person saying, "Hey, this is Sarah from ABC Plumbing. We're excited to help you with your kitchen sink tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is there anything specific you want to make sure our technician knows about ahead of time?" That one human touch point changed everything. His customer satisfaction scores went up, his referrals increased, and he was able to raise prices because customers felt genuinely cared for. Now, let me show you a business that's been doing this right from the beginning. Now, there's a restaurant in New York called 11 Madison Park. They were competing with hundreds of other high-end restaurants, all serving incredible food, all with perfect service, of course. But they understood something that made them stand out completely. A table of 4 food lovers was finishing their meal, heading to the airport. The manager overheard them saying, "What an amazing trip. We hit all the best restaurants. The only thing we didn't get to try was a New York hot dog." Here's where it gets really interesting. The manager ran out to a hot dog cart, bought a $2 hot dog, brought it back to the kitchen, and had the chef plate it perfectly with gourmet garnishes. When they served it to the table, saying to make sure you don't go home with any culinary regrets, those guests freaked out. They said it wasn't just the highlight of their meal, it was a highlight of their entire trip to New York. That $2 hot dog was one example of the thing they consistently did that led them to becoming the #1 restaurant in the world. Not because of the hot dog itself, but because of what it represented. Genuine human attention and care. Now, you might be thinking, that's a nice story, but how does that help my business make more money? Well, that's exactly what we're about to dive into. You see, what that restaurant understood is something called the strategic human touch framework, and it's built on 3 pillars that AI will never be able to replicate, or at least anytime soon. Pillar number 1 is personal connection. AI can understand your specific situation and personal preferences, but it can't replicate a handshake, a personalized video message, or the feeling of genuine human attention focused specifically on your unique circumstances. Pillar number 2 is authentic voice. AI can mimic writing styles, but it can't capture your unique perspective, your personal experiences, and your specific way of solving problems that comes from years of actually doing the work. Even if you use AI to help with content creation, you need to feed it your knowledge, your stories, your approach. Don't rely on its brain alone. And pillar number 3 is genuine care. This is the big one. AI can simulate empathy, but it can't actually care about your client's success. It can't lose sleep over whether their project is working perfectly or celebrate when they achieve their goals. Now, here's the part that gets me excited. These aren't just feel-good concepts. These 3 pillars directly translate to revenue. Let me show you how. When you create genuine personal connections, people don't just buy from you one time, they become lifetime customers. When you develop an authentic voice, you can charge premium prices because you're not competing on just features anymore. And when you show genuine care, you get referrals that no amount of AI automation can generate. The key is being strategic about where you add these human touch points. You don't need to humanize everything. You just need to add them at the moments that matter most to your customers. All right, let's get into the meat of this. There are 6 tactical things you can do that separate businesses that thrive in an AI world from those that get left behind. Strategy number 1 is voice and video personalization. This is probably the lowest hanging fruit, and it's incredibly powerful. The key here is to strategically scatter personalized voice messages and videos into the communications that matter most, not replace every single message. Here's how this works in practice. Let's say you're a real estate agent and someone fills out a form on your website. If they reached out to 3 agents, 2 of them might send a standard text or email response. But what if you not only sent those, but also included a personalized video saying, "Hey Sarah, I saw you're interested in homes in the downtown area. I actually just drove by 3 properties this morning that I thought might be perfect for you and your family. Here's what I noticed about each one." And you record a Loom video going through the Zillow listings, pointing out different pictures and features that they might relate to. Which agent out of these 3 is more likely to get that client? You probably guessed right, the third one. The human touch makes all the difference, and agents who do this see significant increases in their conversion rates. Now, strategy number 2 is physical touch points. This one might sound old school, but it works incredibly well. We're talking about sending physical items. It could be something like a branded t-shirt, like the one that you're looking at right here, a handwritten note, a small gift related to their business, something like that. Let me give you a couple of examples from our own business that have worked tremendously well for us. When one of our clients bought a new home that they worked incredibly hard for, we sent them a personalized gift from Etsy, and it was just a custom map highlighting their new home address that they could hang up in their office or somewhere in the home. We wanted to show them genuine excitement for their achievement and let them know that we're more than just a vendor. We're a partner in their success, and we're cheering them on every single day. This is one example of many that we're sending out to clients every single week. Another example is we sent t-shirts, just like this one right here, to all of our clients, people in our network, people that have referred clients to us, and friends of our business. Not only do they get something physical in the mail from us, which just feels really special no matter what it is, but they're also wearing it out on social media, around town, on meetings. It's a win for everyone. And in-person events work the same way. While everyone else is going virtual, showing up in person makes you incredibly memorable. Host a small client appreciation event, speak at local meetups, organize coffee chats with prospects and clients. The human connection you create is impossible to replicate digitally. Now, strategy number 3 is authentic brand voice development. And this goes way beyond just sounding conversational or telling AI to write a very human sounding email. You need to develop a voice that's uniquely yours. Specific words you use, specific words you don't use, your tone, your perspective on industry issues, things like that. Here's what I mean. AI can write in a friendly tone, but it can't capture the way that you specifically explain complex concepts or your unique take on common problems or the stories that shaped your approach to business and how you operate. Document your voice. What phrases do you use all the time? What analogies do you rely on? What's your perspective on controversial topics in your industry? Then make sure this voice shows up consistently across everything: your emails, your social media, your sales conversations. And here's the smart part: you can train your AI tools to understand and replicate your specific voice patterns, but you have to feed it your documented voice, your stories, so they can help you scale your authentic communication while maintaining your unique perspective. Strategy number 4 is podcast and video presence. This is where you force the market to hear your actual voice and see your personality. AI can write content, but it can't sit across from someone and have a genuine conversation about solving real problems. And while AI writing is becoming very common, creating authentic human video content hasn't caught up quite yet, although it's probably coming. It's a powerful way to show your authority right now and your expertise. Start saying yes more often to podcast interviews. Pitch yourself to shows in your industry. Create video content like what you're watching right now that showcases your expertise. Heck, even host your own podcast if it makes sense. The goal isn't to become famous or to get a ton of views. It's to let people hear how you think, how you solve problems, how you interact with others. Every time someone hears you on a podcast or sees you in a video, they're getting a sample of what it's like to work with you. That's something no AI tool can provide. Strategy number 5 is strategic AI integration with your voice. Here's where this gets really smart. You should absolutely be using AI tools, but you need them strategically to amplify your human voice, not replace it. Create transcripts of your best sales calls, your most successful client conversations, your favorite presentations. Feed these to AI tools as examples of your voice and approach. This way, when you use AI for efficiency, the output still sounds authentically like you. But here's the key distinction. Use AI to scale your voice and handle routine tasks, not to replace your strategic thinking or personal connection. Let AI write your first draft, then add your personal insights. Don't just copy and paste it. Let AI handle appointment scheduling, but you handle the actual conversation. Let AI create your content outline, but you add the stories and examples that only you can share. So many people miss this step and use AI as the start and ending point. The goal is to use AI to free up your time so you can focus on the high value human interactions that your competitors are automating away. And last but not least is systematic personal connection. This is where you create systems for remembering and acting on personal details about your clients and prospects. Keep notes about their kids, their hobbies, their business challenges, their wins, and set reminders to follow up on things that they mentioned. Send congratulations when they hit milestones, and remember their preferences and reference them in future interactions. We add tasks to our project management system with reminders about important events coming up for our clients. And when someone mentions their daughter's graduation, we set a reminder to ask about it the next time we talk. And when a client hits a business milestone, we send a handwritten note. This systematic approach to personal connection has generated more referrals and repeat business than any marketing campaign I've ever run. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. I'm not anti-AI. I use AI tools every single day, and so does my team. They handle my content research, help with my email drafts, manage my scheduling, create my social media graphics even at times. AI makes me more efficient so I can spend more time on the big things that actually move the needle in my business. The difference is strategic. While my competitors are using AI to automate their client relationships, I'm using AI to enhance them. While they're using AI to replace human touch points, I'm using AI to create more opportunities for human connection. This isn't about choosing one side or the other. It's about being strategic with where you apply human energy versus where you apply AI efficiency. So here's what I want you to do right now. Pick one strategy from this video, just one, and implement it this week. If you're not sure which one to start with, go with voice and video personalization. It's the easiest to implement and you'll see results immediately. Record one Loom video to send instead of your next email. Send one voice note instead of your next text message. See how it feels. See how people respond. Because here's the truth. AI is going to keep getting better at automating tasks and producing content, but it's never going to get better at being more human. And in a world where everything is becoming more automated, more generic, more commoditized, the businesses that win are the ones that strategically add genuine human touch points where they matter most. Your humanity isn't a weakness in an AI world, it's your competitive advantage. Use it strategically. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe because I'm constantly sharing strategies that help small business owners thrive in an increasingly automated world. Now, go make your business more human, more profitable, and completely AI proof.